Hey guys, today I figured I would film just like a get ready with me. I was planning on kind of doing my makeup anyway for the day, so might as well watch me, I guess. But I'm just gonna do like a really simple look that I usually do on like an everyday basis, which is just like pretty minimal eyeshadow, just a little bit of bronzer and stuff like that, and I'll show you how I just do all of that. So I've already washed and moisturized my face. For my primer, I usually start out with the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. I know this is like the hot thing right now, but I actually really like it. I mean, it smells manly, but I kind of like that smell. I use men's deodorant anyway because I think it works better than women's. So I'm used to the smell and I like it. So just gonna put, okay, that's too much. Just gonna put some of that all over. If I'm looking down, by the way, it's because I have a mirror down here. I won't be able to see what I'm doing if I don't look in here. Okay. What I've been using for my face is this NYX BB cream. Or I guess it's actually, it says Beauty Balm. It's a BB cream to me. But I've been using it in the shade Nude. So far I really like it. It's not too much coverage because I like to wear a more sheer coverage in the summer if I'm not completely broken out. Just because it's so hot outside, I feel like if I wear anything heavier than that, it just starts to melt off my face anyway. It's like 95 degrees today. I can't wear anything more than this. And I mean, as you can see, it kind of did take most of my redness away. I also got this recently, the NYX CC cream. It's supposed to be like the color correcting. And this says it's a foundation. I mean, it turns into a foundation. It's green in there. So I don't know if I am supposed to use this first and then put another foundation on, or if I'm just supposed to use this by itself. I don't know. If you guys know, please let me know. Alright, now that that is done, I go in with concealer. And I usually use 2 concealers for my nose and my chin, which usually needs a little bit of extra covering up. I use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I use the shade Fair. So I just put a little bit right there, a little bit there, and a little bit there, just in the center point of my face. And then I'll just take my sponge. I use the Real Techniques sponge. I love this thing. I've bought a ton of them. I've never used the actual beauty blender before. I'm curious to try it, but it's hard for me to spend $20 on something that I can get a 2-pack of these for like $12. So this gets the job done for me. For underneath my eyes, as you can see, I have really bad dark circles because my eyes are pretty like wide set into my head. So I have to use a very intense concealer to kind of combat that. So I've been using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. I use this in the shade Light. This stuff is really thick and you just need a tiny bit. Like that's probably a little too much. Can you see that on my finger? But I put it on top of my eye too, just because it's so dark and you can see my veins really bad. So I just kind of pat it on everywhere and I make sure to get it really good in these inner corners because I'm very dark in there. And I kind of just spread it out like this, and then I take this Wet n Wild brush. I think it's actually an eyeshadow brush, but I just use it to kind of smear out this concealer because it makes it ends up looking a lot better than when I just do it with my fingers. And I actually really like these brushes. Wet n Wild came out with a bunch of brushes, like here's their powder one. Here's like a fluffier eyeshadow brush. I really like these, and they were only like $2 or $3. So I will blend the rest of this concealer out this way with this brush. And if you think this was sort of sloppy, this is just what I do when I have like 10 or 15 minutes to get ready. When I go to work in the morning and I only have like 5 minutes to do my makeup, I just do like the NYX and then eyebrows and I'm out the door. Just because it's too early to be doing all this extra stuff. But this is what I do if I'm just going to like the grocery and I feel like wearing makeup, or just any random place. So this is not too involved. Like I'm just gonna like literally put on eyeshadow with my fingers. So this is a pretty low-key look. But as you can see, like look how much brighter this eye is compared to this one. This stuff really opens up your eyes. Since I have a really bad issue with creasing, I always set my under eye with a powder. I've been using this one. It's from Your Minerals, Sweden. I've actually never heard of this brand before. I got it in a BoxyCharm that I used to subscribe to. I don't subscribe to them anymore just because I was trying to save money. But, I mean, it comes with really good stuff. This is a really nice powder. It's in Transparent Veil. And it's just a nice, you know, transparent powder. And that's what it looks like. And I just take a little bit into the cap. And I use this this little brush that I got from e.l.f. It is their Flawless Concealer Brush. And I just use it to put powder on underneath my eye because I feel like it helps it. This brush in particular really helps it not crease. I've used bigger brushes before and I always get really bad creasing. I've never really found a concealer and powder duo that will make me not crease at all. But this is pretty much the closest that it'll come to. And I usually do them one at a time, so I'll like conceal this eye and then set it, and then do this eye and then set it, because if I do them both and then try and set them both at the same time, this one will have creased by the time I'm even done putting the concealer on this eye. So I do it under there, and then I put a little bit up here too, just to set the concealer up there, just because I'm going to be drawing on my eyebrows in a minute, and the color sticks better to like a powdered finish rather than like the wetness of the concealer, just in my personal opinion. Okay, so we're done with that eye. Let's move on to the second one. Alright, that's good enough. So I'm going to set this other side really quick. Alright, we're done with that. So usually next I will put on my eyebrows. And with that I use my trusty eyebrow brush that I don't know where I got this from. I got it at Walgreens in like 2004. So unfortunately I don't know where to tell you guys to buy it, but it's the best. And then of course I'm using my tried and true ColourPop brow color and redhead. If you guys watched my how I draw on my eyebrows video, then you guys already know all this. But I'm just going to draw them on really quick, and hopefully they're even. So I almost died of heat stroke yesterday. I went to my friend's baby shower, and it was outside, and it's like 95 degrees out, and I almost melted into a puddle. It was outside underneath like a little shelter next to a pool, and like we were allowed to swim, but I didn't really want to swim, so I just sat there until she like opened her gifts, and then I was like, bye. It was so hot. Oh yeah, this is completely unrelated, but since these eyebrows take forever, if you guys like podcasts, I found a really good one today while I was at work. I heard about it on the Generation Y podcast, and it's like WHY. Not just Y, but it's the Generation Y podcast, where it's these two guys discussing true crime topics, and they'll like pick it apart and view it from all different sides to see like what they think. Well, at the end, one of those guys recommended a couple different true crime podcasts, which is personally my favorite. I love listening to those. I don't know why, but I just think it's fascinating to think that people could be that way. But it's called Once Upon a Crime, and it's really, really good. This one is actually made by a woman, which you would think that would be more prevalent, because like they said in their podcast, about 80% of listeners of true crime podcasts are women. But a lot of the bigger true crime podcasts are made by men, so it's kind of cool to have one that's made by a woman. I don't know, I listened to like about 4 episodes today while I was at work. It was really good. Some of the ones were talking about those 3 women that were abducted by this man in Cleveland, like I forget how long ago it was, I think they just found them recently, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And where they were held captive for like 11 years. So yeah, they were talking about, or she was talking about that one, and it was fascinating. Like, it's really good. And also another good one is, probably my favorite, is Sword and Scale. It's getting really popular right now because, well, first of all, it's really good, but it's intense. Like, some of the episodes, I had to quit listening for a while. Because when I first found out about it, I like binge listened to all of them. Some of them were so like intense that I had to take a break in between. But yeah, they're extremely good. So I'm really excited to listen to the rest of those on Once Upon a Crime tomorrow, because I'm already all caught up with Sword and Scale and Generation Y. Also, he recommended another one called, like, I think it's called Vanished, and it's about missing persons cases. I haven't listened to that one yet. I subscribed to it, but I was gonna download a bunch tonight for tomorrow. So I'll let you guys know how I like that tomorrow. Hopefully it's good, because that makes my work day go by really quick when I have something good to listen to. I hate when one eyebrow is so much darker than the other one. Like, do you see this? Excuse me. Alright, let's try and even it up. Let me start over. Let me know if you guys like this filming setup or if you hate it. I have like a built-in desk in my den in my apartment. So this is like where I do my makeup, is at this desk. But I'm not really sure where to put you guys yet when I'm trying to film doing my makeup, because before my last video I filmed like over there by the window, just against the wall, and I had my products in my lap, but I can't do the makeup unless I have, you know, makeup, or I can't do it unless I have a mirror and like all my makeup within arm's reach, or else it's gonna look awful. So if this looks terrible, please let me know and I'll try and figure out something. I am brand new to filming and doing all this stuff, so I'm not really sure where stuff looks good at. You know what, those are a little bit thin, but they'll work. They'll work for now. Alright, next I think I'm going to bronze up my face. So what I've been using recently is the NYC bronzing face powder in Sunny. This is what it looks like. But I just used it like, I guess this is considered a blush brush. It was in this set, this brush set from BH Cosmetics that I got on Haute Look like 2 years ago. But I really like it for bronzer, so just gonna put it on here. Just like kind of swirl it around. It looks really dark on camera. I swear it's not that bad in real life. Ooh. I wish I knew how to contour. I have tried before. I can't get the right like angle. I've watched Jaclyn Hill's videos And I know she says to like start at the top of the ear, like the line should be here, okay? It doesn't look right when I do it. I'm sure I just need more practice, but it doesn't look cute. I'm just now trying to get the hang of false lashes. Like my last video, I put those ginormous ones on and they looked okay. But I tried again like 2 days later. I couldn't even line them up with my lash line. I don't know. It's a mess. I'll get there. I'm just gonna put a little bit under here. If I put too much down there, I look like I have a beard. And I mean, I guess I'd rather have a double chin than a beard. That's all for that. Now for blush, what I've been using lately, because in the summer, you know, like everybody else in the whole entire world, I like a very like glowy complexion. So I've been using the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso. This stuff is gorgeous. Let me try and get it open here. Look how beautiful that is. Now when you first open this, don't freak out because there's like a brush under here. I thought mine was broken and I was like, I don't know, it was a big thing. But yeah, there's a brush under there and a little mirror. That's cute. I don't use any of that though. But this is my favorite blush brush. This is by Luxie and it's 522. It says it's the tapered highlighter. I mean, I guess it would be a really good highlight brush. I don't use it for that though. I like it for blush. I got this in my Ipsy bag, which I do still subscribe to. Or I canceled it and then I resubscribed to it because I can't stay away. So as soon as I get my next one in the mail, I'll go ahead and open it up on here just so you guys can see too. But anyway, as for blush, I don't apply it on the apples of my cheeks because I have a very round, big face. And if I apply it too much here, it just makes me look rounder and almost like I have rosacea. So I apply it kind of more back here. I guess I start like halfway under my eye and then I go up. And kind of try and blend it in with my bronzer. I just think that is so pretty. It's like a peachy, almost like a peachy golden with really beautiful flecks. Another beautiful blush that'll make you look really glowy in the summer is another baked blush, but this one's by e.l.f. This one is called Peachy Cheeky. It's kind of similar to Luminoso, but it's a little bit more pink, I would say. It's very subtle. I don't know if you can see it on my hand. It's really, really pretty though. That's another one that I use a lot. Also, it looks really good next to your highlight. Which brings us to highlight, and I'm going to use my favorite one as soon as I find it here, which is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. This is beautiful. I absolutely love this highlighter. I found this in Walgreens when I was searching for, well, I was originally searching for the Milani metallic liquid lipsticks. I still have not found those anywhere. But while I was at Walgreens, they did have the Wet n Wild metallic lipsticks. I have the one in My Two Lips Are Sealed. You know what? We'll probably wear this one today, just so you guys can see how it looks, because I know the metallics are really in right now. But this highlighter is gorgeous, and I believe it was only $2.99, which is insane, because I mean, this is really great quality. So I just put my highlight on with a fan brush. This is in that same brush set that I got from BH Cosmetics. So there's that. Now for my eyes, I'm just going to do something really simple. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo, or 24-Hour Color Tattoo. This is in the shade Leather. It's just like a really nice, like warm brown. Anyway, all I do for this is I literally just put my finger in here and I put it on my lid, like all over. This is subtle, but it gives you enough color to where you obviously have something on. And I just take mine a little bit up into my crease and just blend it out with my fingers. And you see, it just gives you, you know, a nice color. You just do it on the other side, and this stuff really stays. Then, to just kind of clean this up a little bit, I will take the, this is like the Ipsy and NYX little eyeshadow trio set that I got in my Ipsy bag a couple months ago. It's really cute. It's just got the 3 colors in there. The first one, the lightest one, is like a little bit of a champagne color. The middle is like a really pretty brown, and then the last is that's a black. I thought maybe it was a really dark brown, but no, that's black. So I just take the lightest champagne color and I'll put it up here next to my brow bone to kind of get rid of those harsh lines that I made by just using my finger. And then, since I'm always trying to figure out a way to make my eyes look bigger and brighter, I usually do an inner corner highlight. And my favorite is actually in the Urban Decay Vice palette, which I love. I got this for Christmas a couple years ago, 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it's beautiful. And my favorite shadow to highlight my brow bone with in my inner corner is Bobby Dazzle. Right here. I think that is gorgeous. So I'll just take a little bit of that, put that right in the inner corner. Oh. Whoa. It's gonna be a lot of inner corner today, guys. That came out real intense. And then I'm going to put just a little bit up here. Just to highlight. Alright. Then usually on days when I'm just, you know, doing a casual look, I don't feel like putting on eyeliner. Sometimes I will. I haven't been feeling like it lately, so I'm just going to do mascara. And my favorite mascara is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I got the little travel size of it at Ulta just to make sure that I liked it before I bought the big one. I like it. I'm gonna buy the big one when this one runs out. Because I don't even have to curl my eyelashes to make them look really good. Like, watch. Here's before. Here they are before. Like, do you see how much of a difference that made? And that's just like, you know, like 2 coats. Makes your eyelashes look big. Do you see that? And it doesn't make them look very clumpy or like spidery either, which I don't mind that look, but not everybody wants it. Anyway, the last thing that we have to do is lips. So we will go ahead and use the Wet n Wild Color Icon Metallic Liquid Lipstick in My Two Lips Are Sealed. This stuff is so comfortable. I feel like I could apply it forever. And it has a cool applicator too. Do you see that? I think this is a really pretty shade. Here is the finished product. This is just very casual. Not a fancy, you know, eye look or anything. But yeah, it's very pretty. I'm kind of interested in the ColourPop ones. They just debuted 4 more shades today. They're supposed to go on sale tomorrow, so I might check those out. That's pretty much it. Hope you guys liked. Alright, I'll see you later. Bye!